What is up, folks? NYKF31 here. This is the OS Vet Season 3 regular season wrap-up, as I'm going to take you around the league and go over the comings and goings in the AFC. Ravens and the Jets are your top two seeds, followed by the Jaguars, Colts, Browns, and it sucks to be the Patriots. Just missing out. The Cleveland Brownies back-to-back playoff appearances. In the NFC, you have two 14-2 squads. Wow. And then the Eagles, Packers, Giants, and Bucks. Sucks to be the Saints. Sucks to be the Lions. Just missing out. Out of the money there. Let's go to stats. Mark Sanchez, breakout season for Sanchez. QB rating over 100, cracks the 5,000-yard barrier. Threw a little bit too many interceptions. I mean, he is Mark Sanchez. I'm not a freaking miracle worker here. He's going to have turnovers. Some of them my mistakes. Some of them are just, him being him. Running the ball, I'm not really concerned with having a workhorse running back. If you see the totals between McKnight, Jerome Felton, Tim Hightower, and this dude here, it's, enough to keep the running game as something that's worthy of being respected. With McKnight, I'm looking for total offense. As you see, he chipped in over 600 yards receiving to go along with his 600 yards of rushing. That's close to 1,300 yards total between his receiving and rushing in total offense, and he had 9 receiving touchdowns. And it's not just screens and checkdowns. He runs routes. He's a problem in open space. Holmes, Keller, Bolden, good ball distribution there. That's my rookie. He did all right. Can't complain about him as a rookie. David Harris still ticking, going strong, holding down that middle in my Tampa 2. Moise Foucault doing well. Landry doing Landry things, forcing fumbles. 5 forced fumbles and being an enforcer. Will the Thrill Hill. Not a bad little career from being redeemed from the scrap heap. 5 INT season. Mabin, 20 sacks. Stayed healthy, played all 16 games. Pernell McPhee was a find. Quentin Coples with his breakout season with 11 sacks, 20 tackles for a loss. Sione Pua still ticking. Marvin Mitchell on the weak side. He does a little bit of everything. He's on the strong side, rather, I should say. He's a pretty versatile player. Cromartie, he gets all of the stats because no one throws at Revis. So Revis never makes the Pro Bowl because Revis never gets any stats. It's a lonely life on Revis Island. But, how can you complain about a corner that no one wants to test? As far as league leaders go, let's start with the old quarterbacks. Flacco, who won his 2nd consecutive MVP. 55 touchdowns. You see the QB rating leaders. Brandon Whedon putting together a pretty nice career in the OS Vets League. You had 1, 2, 3, 4 guys go over the 5,000-yard mark. Big Ben, Eli, Sanchez, Flacco. RG3 with a good season. You see the massive amounts of touchdown passes thrown. Look at Blaine Gabbert's stats. Not bad. Not bad at all. Andy Dalton, good season. Wherever the hell that is. A little bit of a down year for Aaron Rodgers. And also Matt Ryan. And Stafford also, who had a good season the year before, if I remember correctly. Rushing, Dudes getting their tote the rock on. Trent Richardson, the workhorse back. Over 2,000 yards, 33 touchdowns, as it's not all about the passing game in Madden. The passing game is certainly a big part of it, but guys are getting their ground chuck on. Pierre Thomas, Frank Gore, Marshawn Lynch, Shady McCoy, D-Mac, Jonathan Stewart, Reese Jones-Drew. Lots of guys having good seasons on the ground. Receiving some gaudy numbers here for Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald with just an insane season. Hakeem Nicks and Wallace and Cruz with big-time numbers as well. A.J. Green. Antonio Holmes is up there. Julio Jones. Dustin Keller. Torrey Smith. Look at Miles Austin go. Anquan. Stevie Johnson. Antonio Brown. That's a bit of a surprise. But Fitz's yardage numbers are just insane. Catches, yardage, touchdowns. Just uncoverable. Victor Cruz had a lot of TDs, as did Mike Wallace. Jordy Nelson is still ticking. Defense, Brian Cushing. All over the field. 120 tackles, 4 INTs. Wow. Couple of forced fumbles. Good season by him. As well as Sean Weatherspoon. Look at Gerard Mayo. 115 tackles, 12 sacks, 3 INTs. Rondo McClain. Good year. Aaron Maben ended up leading the league in sacks. Cullen Jenkins is up there. Alden Smith, Wimbley, Richard Seymour, Mario Williams. Your usual suspects there, no real eye-opening surprises. James Harrison, Orakpo, Ray McDonald, wow. Lamar Woodley, Gerald McCoy. I always like looking out for Ndamukong Suh's stats. Another dominant season by him. 61 total tackles, 25 tackles for a loss, 13 sacks. Geno Atkins doing good things. INT, Jameel McClain, someone getting their user linebacker on and doing it well. Who's been laying the lumber? Tom Zibikowski. Wake Up the Echoes. Alden. Von Miller. Ray Lewis. Hanging in there, 18 years in. Made a comeback, still kicking. Let's go to awards. Don't like how they do the yearly awards as far as Player of the Year on offense and defense. Joe Flacco wins his second MVP. Trent Richardson second. RG3 third. AFC Offensive Player of the Year. Flacco, no surprise there. Defense, you have Mayo beating out Maben. Offensive Rookie of the Year, this dude. Defensive Rookie of the Year, this dude. Or in the NFC. They're your Offensive and Defensive Rookie of the Years and all that good stuff. Offensive Player of the Year in the NFC is RG3. And Jameel McClain, Defensive Player of the Year. Wish they just had it as a league Offensive and Defensive Player of the Year. But what can you do? Pro Bowl. Sanchez makes the Pro Bowl for the first time. I think this is his first time making it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Along with Flacco and Big Ben, you see the running backs there. Fullback, Jerome Felton, Fitz, A.J. Green, Torrey Smith, Miles Austin, Antonio Holmes. They're your tight ends, Dustin Keller. Mangold makes it at center. See a bunch of Ravens on the offensive line. Mario Williams and the Rook. Wimberly, Dumerville. Very familiar names up in the Pro Bowl for the defensive line. Woodley. A rookie, wow. Cushing, Mayo, Mabin makes the Pro Bowl. Camardi did not. Very interesting. And here is the NFC side. Don't know who the heck that is. Darius Hayward-Bay gets a Pro Bowl nod at wide receiver. Jordy Nelson, Percy Harvin. Vernon Davis and Olsen, your tight ends there, along with Graham. Lots of Panthers and Eagles on the offensive line. Jason Babin, what in the world happened to his career? His career just fell off the cliff. No surprises there, nothing really sticks out. Cullen Jenkins, McCoy, Sue in defensive tackle rather. Brian Urlacher, 15 years in now. And there are your corners. Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie, perhaps the most overrated defensive back in Madden this year. Burnett and Bethea are your free safeties. Chancellor and Kenny Phillips are your strong safeties. So that's a little bit of the comings and goings in the league. Jets have a first-round bye, divisional playoffs against the Jags, a rematch of Week 17 coming up shortly. Talk to you all later. Peace.